Alright guys, welcome back to part 3 of the pocket pistol caliber discussion. We're kind of discussing the ammunition choices that one might use in their pocket pistols. This is part 3. If you would like to go back and review part 1, we talk about a little bit of the context of the discussion and talk about kind of what we're trying to accomplish with these videos. And that is to really give you guys an idea of what is the best cartridges to carry, or what is the best rounds to carry in your particular pocket pistol for self-defense. All right. Okay, so we're talking. We left off the discussion last time with talking about the 32 ACP. Today, in this video, we're going to be talking about the 25 Auto, or the 25 ACP. Now, I have two examples of the 25 ACP. Because it's a little bit less common of a round, or at least what I've seen, it's hard to find certain ammunition for it. But it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't really matter, and that'll become clear here in just a second. But let's talk about the first one that I want to show you guys is the Hornady, and this is the 35 grain XTP jacketed hollow point from Hornady Custom. Okay, this round here was tested by Brass Fetchers, and in their particular video, and their link is down below, so please check these guys out because it's a fantastic channel. But in their video, this round penetrated into the ballistics gelatin. Are you ready for this? 4 inches. All right, we're talking 4 inches worth of penetration. That's about as much as this box. Okay. 4 inches of penetration on a fat guy is nothing but fat. All right, it is not going to reach vital organs. So would I recommend a jacketed hollow point, especially this jacket hollow point, for the 25 Auto? Absolutely no, I would not. I don't carry jacketed hollow points in a 25 automatic. And I know people are like, what? Wait a minute. Okay, here's the thing. The 25 Auto, you're looking at about 65 foot-pounds of energy, okay, on average, for your particular 25 Auto rounds. All right, so you're not looking at a lot of energy for penetration. And so I never ever carry a jacket hollow point. I don't want that expansion, I want penetration. All right, because penetration is what's going to get the job done with the 25 Auto. It's going to be what's going to puncture the aorta. It's going to be what's going to disrupt the respiratory function. It's going to be what takes out the CNS, or the central nervous system, not a jacketed hollow point. Okay, so just to give you guys an idea. All right, this is a 35 grain bullet. Okay, 35 grain bullet. Now, that's 35 grain bullet. This Velociter, which is a 22 long rifle, is a 40 grain bullet. This is a heavier bullet than that 25 Auto. All right, so if that gives you an idea, that's a really lightweight bullet, and so I don't really care to utilize something of that size. All right, that'd be great for like shooting like rats or something like that, but I wouldn't shoot anything else with it. All right, now let me show you what I do carry. The only thing that I carry in my Beretta Jetfire, my 950 Jetfire, is the 25 Auto, and this is a 50 grain full metal jacket. All right. The one thing I like about Winchester's updated labeling, or their boxes, they've redesigned them. This is their older style, and then they just give you the information on the side, and this is their newer style. Okay, this is a 32. This is a 25. But what they've been doing for us is they've been giving these ballistics tables on them. So kudos to Winchester for putting a little extra information on their box. I hate it, okay? Hate it when manufacturers don't put information on their box about their rounds, their ballistics, anything, okay? It drives me nuts. But anyway, it gives you a nice little ballistics table here. We're looking at 650 feet per second out of the muzzle, 64 foot-pounds of energy, okay? So we're talking really low amounts of energy. But Brass Fetchers, okay, when they shot this particular load, which is this one right here, the 50 grain full metal jacket, into ballistics gelatin, 20% ballistics gelatin, they got 9 inches of penetration. All right, now the FBI standard is 12 inches, so it's not incredibly deep, but 9 inches is definitely usable penetration. Okay, it's definitely enough penetration that you're going to hit the heart, you're going to hit the lungs, you're going to potentially hit the aorta, the femoral artery, the renal artery, the brain, the spinal cord. Okay, so it's good penetration with a full metal jacket only. So I only carry the full metal jacket in the Beretta Jetfire. Now the Jetfire has a capacity, a 9+1, or I think a 9+1, or maybe it's an 8+1. I can't remember. But anyway, it can carry like 9 rounds of this stuff. Now I don't care what anybody says. 9 rounds of 25 auto in the chest, or 9 rounds of 25 auto anywhere, is going to be a really bad day for somebody. Okay, so. And that Jetfire is a single action trigger pull, and it can really fire fast. So definitely a usable self-defense cartridge, that 25 auto. I only use full metal jackets in it. This is, when you walk into Walmart, this is your self-defense ammo for your 25 auto, that 50 grain full metal jacket. All right. If you guys have questions about that, go to Brass Fetchers. Okay, go down their channel links down below. Go and check out their video where they shoot this, okay? And then check out their video where they shoot that, and you can see the difference between those things. You definitely want to have more penetration, okay? You want to go for ultimate penetration on a 25 auto, just because it doesn't have the energy to create hydrostatic shock. It doesn't have the energy to open up and mushroom and create a large wound channel. None of those things. It has the ability to punch a hole through a limited amount of tissue. Still absolutely usable as a self-defense cartridge. Okay, reference the 9mm for home defense video down below, where we talk about shot placement and different things like that. Okay, now let's move on to, in this video I'm also going to cover the 22 long rifle as a self-defense ammunition. Now I've been accused of being a CCI fanboy. And yeah, that's true. I am a CCI fanboy. I love CCI. I think that they're the best 22 ammunition on the market, for this genre, for the self-defense ammunition. Now I know there's match ammunition out there that's a little bit more accurate and things like that, and that's fine. But I'm talking self-defense only. Okay, so here's 3 examples of usable self-defense ammunition. One of them is the infamous CCI Mini Mag. Okay, this is the 36 grain jacketed hollow point, or copper plated hollow point rather. This is definitely a usable self-defense ammunition. It has enough energy. 36 grains is a little bit on the light side, but it definitely has the ability to mushroom, to deform, and to cause some damage. Okay, and it's going to penetrate a decent amount. In fact, the 22 tends to be a very slick round through tissue, because it doesn't have a large diameter, and so it tends to stop slower. And the 22 long rifle is a very, very usable round for self-defense. I know people, it's not ideal, okay, and that is definitely the first thing I'm going to say about it. Is if you can handle something larger, go with something larger. If you can afford it, if you can handle it, all those factors apply. But do not undercut the 22 as an option for self-defense, because it's definitely viable. All right, it's lethal, And when you're talking stopping power, please reference my 9mm video. Take a look at it, and that kind of is self-explanatory. Okay, the next is the CCI Stinger, and this is a 32 grain, so it's a very light for caliber choice. But this one kicks out at an advertised 1,640 feet per second, which is very, very quick. Alright, the one thing, I have a video that compares, if you want a little bit more in-depth conversation about the Velocitor and the Stinger as a self-defense ammunition, go ahead and reference my Stinger versus Velocitor video. I'll leave a link down below so that you can check that out. And we talk a lot about the ballistic differences between these two. The Velocitor is my self-defense ammunition of choice, partly because it's 20% heavier than the Velocitor and has just a slight bit less energy. That extra weight, that 40 grain bullet, is going to allow for greater penetration into tissue. And I also am going to leave a link down below to when I fired out this Velocitor out to 300 yards and we shot a chuck roast. And so you can look through that chuck roast and actually see the damage that's been done by this round out to 300 yards. It's actually it's comparable to what this round would be fired out of a pistol at that range. All right. So these are my choices for 22 ammunition, and I'm going to leave a link down to a couple videos down below, so you can watch to your heart's content about some of the ins and outs of the 22 ammunition. Alright, so those are my recommendations for the 25 auto and the 22 long rifle. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Also, feel free to like or dislike the video however you'd like. And also, if you'd like to favorite the video, please do so. It helps the video out, it helps the channel, it helps us to grow. And so, thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys. See ya.